Going on, everyone? So the Los Angeles Lakers are absolutely making splashes in this free agency. They are having themselves quite a day. But one of the big things is these two, Austin Reaves and Rui Hachimura, re-signing and keeping these two long-term. And a big question mark was, would the Lakers be able to keep both of them and still round out their roster? So far, we got Taurean Prince, which is a great, sizable 3-and-D style wing, which the Lakers desperately need. We also got Gabe Vincent, which gives us our Dennis Schroeder replacement, very likely. We'll still see what happens with D'Angelo Russell. So far, no news on Austin Reaves signing a new contract. The Lakers are looking to give him around $52 million because that's the most that they can give him. He's going to wait. He's going to wait and see. Does somebody offer him the max? If not, then he'll sign the deal with the Lakers. The Lakers have the ability to match regardless. But the Lakers locked up Rui Hachimura long-term. Rui Hachimura has re-signed a 3-year, $51 million deal per Shams, which is just beautiful, right? $17 million a year. I wanted him in like the $15 million range, but hey, why risk it over a couple $1 million? You got him locked in for the next 3 years. That is, again, fair market value, especially compared to the way that everyone else is getting paid. I mean, Bruce Brown, look, he was great. He did some great things this year, but the dude averaged like 12 points per game, and he just got paid $22.5 million a year. So Rui Hachimura for $17 million is an absolute steal, considering the way that contracts are just being handed out this offseason. Lakers have really gotten good value. Taurean Prince for $4.5 million, Gabe Vincent for $11 million, and now you got Rui Hachimura for $17 million. And Rob Pelinka, I imagine, is not done cooking, and we know for a fact Rob Pelinka is not done cooking. So now we got Rui Hachimura, got Jared Vanderbilt, got Taurean Prince as our perimeter guys, our sizable wings, which the Lakers really need. And we got Cam Reddish. Finally, I have wanted Cam Reddish for the last 2 years. The Lakers have had Cam Reddish twice. They had a deal that was a 3-team deal with Toronto and the Knicks, and that ended up falling through. The Lakers were trying to trade for him this past offseason, and then that ended up falling through, and he ended up going to the Portland Trail Blazers. Well, guess what? The Lakers got him, and again, got him for an absolute steal. He signed a 2-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers, which is absolutely beautiful. That means the Lakers signed him for a vet minimum deal because they don't have money to be signing these guys for bigger, bigger type of deals. So my guess is they signed him for the vet minimum, which that's what the reports were saying, that the Lakers were trying to sign him for a vet minimum. And the fact that they were able to get him for the vet minimum is just massive. Absolutely massive. And I love this move. Again, sizable wing with upside. He's only 23 years old. He's old enough to have gotten drafted this year's draft. Like, there are guys that are older than him that were drafted in this year's draft. This is a huge, solid pickup and a guy that I am very excited for the future. He's got real good size, real good versatility. This is a guy that could play the 3. He could play the 4. He could switch on multiple just offensive players on the defensive end. This is a guy that I am really pumped for. This is a guy I've wanted for a long time. Again, he's very young, a lot of upside, very raw. This is a guy that many people believed was going to be the next like big 3-and-D style guy, right? This was going to be a Jeremy Grant type player at the worst. And I still believe wholeheartedly that he is capable of that. He definitely needs to work on his three-point shooting. His three-point shooting is just 32%. Now, some people might be looking at that and going, oh, that's terrible, that's bad. This is a guy that's never had real consistency and never really had a chance. Now, he is a guy that hasn't helped himself in a lot of ways, right? This is a guy that could do better character-wise in some situations with the Knicks, right? There were a lot of question marks with that, but he's a young guy that was promised all this stuff, right? When he was traded to the Knicks traded for him with the idea of him being a key piece, being an integral part. And Tibbs didn't want him immediately. Before they traded for him, Tibbs said, do not get Cam Reddish, and they still traded for Cam Reddish, and he never really had a fair shot with Tibbs. Just never wanted him. Tibbs never gave him a fair opportunity. Again, locker room, he could have probably been a little better. Also, injury issues. He's had a couple injury issues. This is a guy that, again, he's not a perfect player, but he's so young, so raw, so much upside, so much potential. And this is a guy that, even with all his flaws, even with all his issues, can give you 10-plus points a game. I think he is a legit, no joke, I think he could be a legit, bare minimum, 15-point-a-game guy that can give you some efficiency, give you some good size, some good defense, hard nose. He just needs an opportunity. He does. He just needs an opportunity, and he's never really gotten that opportunity. Now that he's with the Lakers, I at least hope that he gets that opportunity. Now, obviously, the Lakers have a lot of big wings, right? They got Taurean Prince. You got Rui Hachimura. You got Jared Vanderbilt. Now you got Cam Reddish. These are things that they're going to have to find the minutes for all these guys. You still have LeBron James. You still have Anthony Davis, right? So my guess is, luckily, Taurean Prince can play the 2 because he's like 6'7", 6'6", 6'7", somewhere in that ballpark. So you could, if you needed to, you could go like a backup unit of like Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, Jared Vanderbilt, Cam Reddish, and then get a backup center. That's what the Lakers really need, is a backup center. And then your starting unit could be, D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, and AD. That is really good. You got size, you got switchability, you got length, you got defense. I mean, this is what the Lakers were lacking. Size against the Denver Nuggets. They had the size against teams like the Warriors and the Grizzlies, and that was great. But they needed size against the bigger teams, and now they got that. They got the size in Cam Reddish. They got the size in Taurean Prince. They got the size in Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, LeBron James. Jared Vanderbilt, since the Lakers picked up his option, has been doing nothing but shooting. He's done nothing but just shooting threes in the corner. That is great. If Cam Reddish can knock down the corner 3, I think that the Lakers are going to be in some serious trouble, like for opposing teams, right? I think the Lakers are going to be that team. This is just quality signings. You got to give it to Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka is finding just really good, really quality acquisitions at reasonable prices. He's not paying, ridiculous amounts of money or overpaying for these guys. This guy is going and getting quality rotation guys at fair value. I mean, look at all the guys dude, even, why am I blanking on his name? Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet even just went and signed some mega max deal with the Houston Rockets. He's not worth that money. Like, he might, the Houston Rockets could use a guy like him with his veteranness and his but the guy shoots like 40 or under 40% from the field. He's super inefficient, right? He's a little undersized. Like, these guys are getting ridiculous bags. And with this new CBA, it's going to come to bite a lot of these teams. Like, Houston's going to have to pay a lot of their players very soon. And they're going to end up being in that second cap apron. But you look at the other side, you look at the Lakers, and it's like, oh, wow, the Lakers just picked up 3 new quality guys, hard-nosed guys that can play and defend and guard multiple positions and have switchability and add depth and give real quality minutes. They're all very young, right? I mean, Gabe Vincent is, 27? Taurean Prince is 29. Cam Reddish is 23. So the Lakers got good, young, quality talent with switchability, versatility, can all score, can all defend, can all be hard-nosed players that hustle and grind and do the dirty work. Got size, right? The only thing the Lakers are missing is a center. The Lakers need to find a center. They need to find a center. Get Mason Plumlee. I'm okay with that. Go talk to Mason Plumlee. Be like, dude, come. We're building a contender here. You'd be perfect. We can have you start in some cases. You can come off the bench some cases. Anthony Davis is going to miss however many games this season. So you're going to get a lot of starting time. Trust us, right? We need to go and get Mason Plumlee. And then bring in Colin Castleton, and then there's your roster. I am totally okay with that. If the Lakers don't make another move but Mason Plumlee, I'm cool with that. Because then you have basically the 10 guys that I mentioned, right? Then you have Mason Plumlee. Then you have Max Christie. You have JHS. You have Colin Castleton. And then you have your Lewis, right? And Colin Castleton's on a two-way, so he can come up and down. That's perfect, right? So you basically have 14 guys on your roster, and then all you're missing is that one hole, right? Now, Lakers, maybe they work out a sign and trade for D'Lo. We'll see. Maybe that's something that they do, but I think ultimately they'll end up signing D'Lo, which I'm totally okay with. But great pickup, great re-signing. Now all we're waiting for is Austin Reeves and a center. Go get Austin Reeves, go get a center, and we're in business. We are absolutely in business. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? What do you think of these pickups? What do you think of these signings? How do you feel about it? However you feel, however your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it, so let me know down in the comments.